Hello everyone, I'm Iron Phoenix and welcome to Minecraft. So, a little bit of a time ago I did a couple of videos on automation in Minecraft, and since then Minecraft has changed and I've got a lot more experience with various mods, and the mods themselves have changed. There's an awful lot more of them for a start, and a lot of very good quality ones. So I thought, well, why not reinvigorate that series? So this will be kind of a let's play, but not really. Kind of a tutorial, but not really. It'll be more an example of how you can use mods to make your Minecraft life a little bit easier. I guess, pretty much, you know, how to use mods to automate mundane actions. One thing I will say though is that I will also be looking at some kind of slightly more innovative ways of doing things. So instead of perhaps using pipes, we can look at using minecarts to move things around. There's a lot of other ways of moving things around which people don't necessarily think about. So without further ado, I will just go with you through with you some of the mods that I've currently got on here. So we've got NEI, Tinker's Construct, Ars Magica, Bibliocraft, Buildcraft, Chicken Chunks. That's the thermal expansion core, Forge Multipart of course, thermal expansion, Industrial Craft, Mine Factory, Forestry, Thorncraft. That is the Dragon API, that's for Rotary Craft. Ender Storage, Factorization, Iron Chest, Mistcraft, Railcraft, Natura, NEI add-ons and plugins, Open Blocks, Project Red, and various modules for that. Qcraft, Rotary Craft, Reactor Craft, Redstone Arsenal, Steve's Carts, Tinker's Construct, Thormic Tinkerer, Cami, Thormic Tinkerer, Tinker's Mechworks, Translocator, Wireless Redstone, and Zan's Minimap. The reason I'm using Zan's Minimap instead of any other minimap, I actually really like it. I like the sort of the way that it does things. So let us create a new world. OENIX serve, and I'm going to go into more options, turn bonus chest on. There's a reason for that. And that's all good. Okay, so done. Create new world. Let's see what we get. Okay, so we have a house, and it's currently sited in the swamp. So the idea behind this is, now that we're going to expand on it, we're going to use a very modular system of construction. So we might build roads here, for example, but the roads wouldn't last particularly long. Soon that would become a path, because there might be another building next to it or across the other side. And that's the kind of systems that I do for my above ground places, very modular construction, so that you can expand upon them quite easily. And from here, I'm probably going to start off with Rotary Craft, because it's a mod that interests me quite a bit. I might do some Industrial Craft stuff as well. Certainly upgrading my first furnace to an iron furnace will help with consuming less fuel to make things, but for now my first house will do fine. I guess the next stage will be to get a farm set up, get a mine going, and once I've got that lot set up, then we'll come back and we'll actually start doing some automation and getting some stuff done. So, you know, I'll see you in a minute or so. What's this? So, we have a farm and we have a patched up house. Basically what happened was, came back from my mining trip, dumped all the uranium and various ores and things that I'd found along the way, and came out of the house because it was daylight and a creeper exploded. So, the farm's now been patched up, the building's been patched up as well, and then an Enderman decided to pop in and start removing dirt blocks, so I've also patched that up IC2. Something that I will probably get round to doing at some point is replacing all the dirt with cobble, and maybe building, I think what we're going to do here is I'm going to build at this point a foundry, because I need to double my ores, and I don't have any gold, and I would use a macerator, but you need quite a lot of additional things to get that to running. But I do have access to lava, so I think a foundry would be kind of awesome. And then I could make ore blocks, and I can also then start making some awesome tools as well. I'd love to get a hammer going for mining with. Food shouldn't be a problem now. We've got a fair amount of berries, and as more sort of grow, we can kind of get more berries going. And this is a slime chunk as well, so we've got lots of access to slime, which, yeah, going to be doing something interesting with that later on. Sorry about this episode. I mean, it's a little bit of a slow one, kind of very piecemeal. It's just a case of nothing I'm doing yet is really particularly interesting. A lot of it is setting up for the next episode, which will hopefully have a lot more doing things. You know, we'll get some power systems in and various other bits. It's just, you know, I need something to kind of just base the second episode on, so there needs to be a first episode. So sorry about the pacing, but it will get better. It'll get a little bit more pieced together, and should flow a little bit better as well as the episode to go on. So for now, I'll say farewell-ish. Not really, because I'm going to be seeing you in a second when we've actually got the foundry to the point where I can build it on camera, and you guys can see the foundry. I'm also going to do a little bit of automation as well with that. So yeah, see you in a sec. Okay, so I am currently building a Tinker's Construct smeltery. So for those of you who don't know what this is, it is a 5x5 structure. So you have a 3x3 platform, and then it's surrounded by a row of 3. It's kind of difficult to explain, but it looks kind of like that in the end. So you have a 3x3 centerpiece and base, and then on each side, running along those 3, you have your walls, and you need a controller, a tank, and some kind of way of getting your metals out. And then that will be some kind of, well, you'll see when we actually get this finished. Meanwhile, we have quite a lot going in our farm, so I'm just going to manually harvest all of this, and I'm going to knock that one off so that we can put that one there. So the farm's coming along quite nicely. We've got some of this, so I'm just going to get some of this. This is for Rotary Craft. You kind of powder it down, and then it makes stuff. But while we wait for that, thing is that this is going to take forever to build. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a second furnace, and we're going to just place that into the world like that, and then we are going to go into here. We're just going to make some sticks. Then we take our 10 iron ore. I'm just going to pinch some of the coal from there, and we're going to smelt this iron down. Now it's quite wasteful, but there is a method to my madness. See, that furnace is going to take forever to cook anything at all, and for times when we just need to quickly cook something, having just a standard stone furnace is an absolute pain. It's a little bit wasteful on coal. You get a little bit better fuel efficiency, and it's a little bit faster as well. So what we're going to do is we are going to build a hammer, make some plates, and then build ourselves an iron furnace. And this will be sort of our first IC2 thing that we do. It's quite an important part before you start IC2, because obviously you need some way of making plates to make more advanced machines. So let us make our hammer, and this is how you make your hammer, like that. And it's got uses left 80, so we can make 80 plates before we need to make another hammer, which isn't too bad. So we're just going to wait for this to cook, and meanwhile I'm just going to slowly replace some of this with some of that to keep Enderman out. I don't trust Enderman, they're too tall. Right. By now we should be there. Come on. There we go. Right, so to make plates, iron ingot, hammer, plates, done. Then we'll need to knock this out, which I broke my pick for, so we'll just quickly make a new pick. Break all that. And then go to furnace and find our plates and make our iron furnace. We can now just get rid of all that, stick it in there, and it should go. Actually, it's noticeably quicker. Meanwhile, we've got more seared brick to go in, so we'll do that. So what I'm going to do, so we know that's our 3x3 base, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in the side so you can see where I'm putting these blocks. Yeah, that's right. So that will just need filling in now, and I'll just do that off camera, and hopefully next episode you'll be able to see a little bit more sort of being produced, and you'll see that in its full glory, and it should, everything should be good, and hopefully episodes now will be a little bit quicker paced, and there'll be less sort of large gaps because I'll have a little bit more that I can do. So for now I will say thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.